Hello, and thanks for stopping by. With the world distracted by the tragic scenes involving Ukraine, it seems that events involving China are being somewhat overshadowed. Events like the China-Solomon Islands Defense Pact, which gives China military facilities on the Solomon Islands, and even has their police force training the local police. The pact is clearly for the protection of Chinese investments in infrastructure, but it's also designed to alarm the Australian government, who have for many years provided the necessary defence presence in the Solomon Islands. There's also been a huge increase in Chinese patrols in the South China Sea, from about twice a month to more than twice a week. Couple that with a worrying change in Chinese law, which now allows the military to use weapons against foreign vessels that it determines are encroaching in Chinese territorial waters. There you have an alarmingly fragile peace. The Japanese Coast Guard also reports that the Chinese are frequently challenging Japanese ownership of the Diaoyu Islands, and they also have conflicting territorial claims with 4 of the 10 ASEAN states. Meanwhile, their economy is in meltdown. Foreign investment in China was already falling fast after the COVID-19 lies and deceits that outraged the world. Now China is seeing even more companies packing their bags as a result of the conflict in Ukraine. The sanctions against Russia and leading Russian businessmen are having a serious knock-on effect. On March 24th, the US International Institute of Finance issued a report that showed foreign capital has been leaving China on an unprecedented scale. The principal reason is that overseas investors are concerned that US and European sanctions against Russia could somehow spill over to China. As the world's biggest trader and buyer of crude oil, China's also been hit very hard. Even the Chinese government officials have been predicting economic difficulties on the horizon. Serious problems already exist in the Chinese property market, with several of the biggest property companies in serious financial trouble. Evergrande, which we've spoken of previously, the biggest, had to be bailed out by the Chinese government to avoid collapse. Others are seeking the same solution. Problems also continue with COVID and the Chinese Communist Party's insistence upon a zero-tolerance policy. That has resulted in Shanghai, a city of over 26 million, being locked down after 3 positive cases were reported. So severe is this policy that people started rioting against the communist authorities because they were denied the ability to collect food and water, and in some cases it was for weeks. Health workers became so obsessed with the enforcement of these rules that they resorted to violence. Welcome to the NHS with Chinese characteristics. The protests got so bad that the Chinese military were brought in and into the city overnight, and very little information has got out since. China remains a serious threat to the stability of the region, and that is probably going to get worse as internal pressures grow, as Vietnam and Laos are already showing, as they are increasing their military presence on their border with China. It's a place to watch. More things will be happening soon, I'm sure. Thanks for listening. If you enjoy what I offer, please consider giving a like or a comment, or better still, a sub. Till the next time, stay safe and bye for now.